Right, one, here. Right, I can't see your comments right now. Just sorting out my computer quickly, but should be live. Should be able to hear me. Just gonna get on to the comments now. So I'll tell you in a minute when I can actually see what you're writing. Laptop's going a bit slow today. Getting there though. Right. Got a fucking update thing keep popping up. Oh, I'm going to have to leave it. Right, that should be it, I reckon then. Weapons and stuff said he can hear me. Hard work doing a scheduled live stream, I tell you. Having to make sure you're actually on time and all that. Keep getting this pop-up continuously coming up from someone. Hang on. I might just have to leave it. X-Ray Zulu said, what's the subject? Well, anything today. I will tell you some stuff though. I've been sent some new knives, so I'll show you all of them now and talk about them if you want. So I don't know if you've ever heard of this company, but I've been sent some Kaiser knives. Got 4 of these. I tell you, these are really nice knives. So that's how the box looks. Really nice presentation box. And then in that box, it's got a nice little case. And then in there, this is one of the knives. This is a little legal carry one, this one. It's nice. All metal construction. Lovely little thing, that. And they sent me a titanium one. Yeah, that one's non-locking. Should be legal carry, I'd assume. You know, without measuring it, but you can look at it and see it is. DJ said, do another wood walk. I'm gonna. Funny thing is, I nearly did it today. It was either do this live stream or go for a walk down the woods, so I decided to do this instead. But I will definitely do, like I said, it nearly was today. I was going to film down the woods. Jim Crowhurst, inmate for 32 an hour. Nice, yeah. I reckon I'll be on till about 3 o'clock, I think. I may have to stop. It's not 100%, but I may have to stop at 3 o'clock. If not, I'll probably go longer. And at one point, I'm probably going to have to go and answer the door for a delivery. Taylor Ashore, just back from a trip to UK, took my tactical pen in a belt bag with a notepad, tickets, etc. Went through German and UK controls all right. I usually carry it always in my right-hand pocket. Cheers. And nice. Well, that's good. I like that you tell us things like that, mate, because that then proves that you can take these things, you know, through those kind of places. So cheers for that. I suspected you could anyway, but you never know though, do you? Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you possibly could get stopped. So that was one of the Kaiser knives. I'll show you another one quickly. They sent me 2 different kinds. 2 of these sort of fancy ones. So this one's lovely. And I may get some decent views on these because the woman reckon that they've got no one in the UK reviewing them. So I may be the only UK person reviewing these knives. Do that. Lovely. That's a frame lock with a flipper. Barely even have to touch it. Oh, I must have a hair sticking up my nose. My nose keeps itching. Alright, Sam Ride, good morning, brother. Can't stay long, but wanted to stop by and support you. Thanks, mate. Oh, you lot couldn't all like this, could you? That helps, I think. Like it and share it if you can. But I always appreciate you just watching, do you know what I mean? X-Ray Zulu said, nice knives. Your arrowhead tests are good, mate. Have you seen the Magnum crossbow? Kind of sawn off, and your opinions on the Panther crossbow? I'd have to look them up quickly to see if it's the ones I think it is. Is the sawn off one the one where it's actually the sawn off stock? There's like a big rifle one, isn't there, with the stock sawn off? I think that's all right, but I don't know. It is just a sawn off crossbow. I don't know what the police would even say if they saw you with that. You know what I mean? Because they hate anything sawn off. I'll look up the Panther crossbow quickly. Just on Google at the minute. But I do like them the Horror Zone ones. Oh yeah, no, that the Anglo Arms Panther, yeah, that is good. I think Lewis 464 2011's got one, and I think Tumbo might have one of them. Yeah, they're decent. They are. I would get one of them if I had the money. Weapons and stuff. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, they're nice, aren't they? And you look at these ones as well. These are the other two they sent. They come in boxes like that. Lovely display boxes. Opens like that. And this is a nice little button lock one. See that little button? That's not for like a flick out, but that's the lock there. Unlock it. Lovely, isn't it? Where are we? Jim Crowhurst, not sure if on London Street you could get away with a tactical pen. Depends on the copper. Yeah, it's weird. And oh, sorry, Lewis has just joined and I was just talking about him. Right, Lewis. Oh, nice, come in some pretty fancy looking boxes. Yeah, nice, isn't they? And I'll show you the last one now. But these will all have reviews soon. Yeah, as soon as I looked up Panther crossbow, first thing that came up on the videos, Lewis, was yours. So again, that fancy box. And then I think it's a G10 flipper frame, liner lock. Quite nice, isn't they? Right, let's get reading some of these comments quickly. X-Ray Zulu, yes, pistol grip. Yeah, funny thing is, the bloke above you, Lewis 464 2011, he's got one of them. Weapons and stuff. There was one that looked like the Firecat Jaguar, but with a pistol grip rather than a stock. Might make it a bit hard to cock, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know if that's the one. That one I just looked at definitely had the pistol grip, though. It could be the one that you mean, mate. X-Ray Zulu, call info. Cheers, mate. It's on my list now. Well, I would get it. I know I didn't really talk much about it, but I would definitely buy that. It does look good. And from watching like Lewis's video and Tumbo's, does look like a decent crossbow. Jim Crowhurst. What do you do with all the knives you get sent? Keep, sell, swap. They are nice, and I do fancy a flip. A bit of everything. I keep some. I sell some. I just distracted, and as I've got my security cameras on because we've got some scaffolding up. I may have to shut my curtains in a minute. They're going to be taking it down. Yeah, some of them I sell, the ones I don't want, but quite a few I keep. Yeah. I'm just going to turn my main camera on a minute. Obviously, they'll be here at my window in a minute. Turn that down a minute. But yeah, do a bit of everything, sell them, but I keep quite a few. Most of the legal carry ones I keep, and some of the ones I like I keep. But I do get sent a lot of stuff that I've got really no interest in, you know. Weapons and stuff 93. They did come nice and sharp out the box. Oh, did they come nice and sharp out the box? Yeah. I'll tell you what. Them 4 knives are some of the best quality knives I've ever been sent. They are lovely. And I'm sure they're not really expensive either. They look like really high-end knives, but I'm sure they're only in like the low to mid-range prices. I'm sure they were. They weren't in like $100. I'm sure some of them looked like it was like $30 or something. They're well nice. But you'll see when I do the reviews anyway. DJ, have you seen the belt you can get where the buckle can be removed and there's a blade? Yeah, I have seen them. I was gonna make one years ago, but you know you can't really. So, and here's something else I've got, which is a torch for a gun. You know, with the old Picatinny mount on it. Right, I'll just get this out. Is everything working all right? My screen is not playing anymore, but don't know. I just wait to get a battery for that. Right, I'm going to shut my curtains a minute, so it may get a bit darker in here. That'll have to do though. Don't matter if they hear me, but if they see the guns and all that, you know, some people don't know what it is. Yeah, there'll be a review of that soon. Just mount straight on there. Weapon Stuff 93. Would they class those as hidden blade banned weapons like the sword gun? Yeah, I think they do. I think they do. I think that's what's made me decide not to make one. But I've been interested in them, to be honest, since I was about 12. So, you know, but yeah, probably best not to bother with them. But they are very interesting, and they look very cool in films and that. Or belt buckle knives. Jim Crowhurst, link in your eBay account in case you forget. Oh, what, you fancy a flipper, did you mean, mate, when you said that? Yeah, I can, well, when I sell some, I'll let you know. Well, I was going to sell some soon anyway, and some torches. Yeah, so if you hear a lot of clattering around outside, that's them taking the scaffolding down. They've been doing our roof. Sam Ride, speaking of sharpening, do you have any idea where to get hold of a leather strap that will attach to a grinding wheel? I've been looking forever. Nah, to be honest, I don't, mate. I ain't got a clue. I suppose you could probably make one out of a belt, but that's about it, really. That's all I can think of. I don't know where you'd... If we get some knife makers on, they might know, but I don't really know. DJ, yes, it is an offence to have that belt in public. Yeah. Sam Ride, strop. Yeah, I think you can make a strop out of a belt, definitely. But as for one that would fit on a grinder, belt grinder, I don't know. On a grinding wheel. Weapon Stuff 93. After I get paid again, I might be interested in that torch, actually, you said about. But obviously, if someone else wants it, first to sell it to them. I found the red bottle caps don't work right. Yeah, after I mentioned it, I tried it on one of my torches, and it didn't work as good as I thought it would either. Although I tried it before, I must not have tried it properly. And it doesn't really shine far enough, does it? You can do close-up stuff with it. But yeah, the offer's always there anyway. If I don't sell it, it doesn't matter. But, you know, if you wanted it, Liam, you can anyway, definitely. So let me know. Jim Crowhurst, rather buy something from you, mate, and put some coin in your pocket. I appreciate that, Jim. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll either just message you directly, or what I sometimes do is do a video I've only done it like twice, I think. I do a video of all the stuff I'm going to sell and all the prices and that, you know. And I just you just pay through PayPal and I send it to you, the second class recorded, you know. X-Ray Zulu, I'm slowly ditching non-UK folders from my kit for a simple knife. What's your recommend? I don't know, because there's a lot of decent, you know, legal carry ones, but I don't know. You know, you can't beat the old Swiss Army pen knives, but I'll be honest, you probably know better than me when it comes to this. You know what I mean? Tell you, that one in there is nice that I showed you. I don't know, because to be honest, I've only recently started getting more legal carriers myself. I hadn't bothered for years, but I'm starting to get into them a bit more now. We'll have to look at that at a later date, I reckon. Weapon and stuff. I also found the red caps don't block the white-blue light correctly, as I tested it with my pupils in the dark and they contract like regular light does anyway. Yeah, so it don't work then. That's a pity. That bloke had a good idea, and I also thought it might work, but he also said, well, X-Ray Zulu Mora knives are nice for cheap. They're a bit over legal carry length normally. Yeah. Yeah, the old Swiss Army pen knives are good. I did like that, what was it, HX Outdoors one I bought, that you could put the lock in, you know. Have you seen the tactical umbrella? Canadian Prepper reviewed it. I don't think so. DJ said that. I'll have a quick look. Can you hear the scaffolders taking the stuff down? Lucky said, fuck Illuminati, love, truth, beauty. I just tried to Google tactical umbrella and it wouldn't, like, for some reason it said the internet was blocked, so I'm going to leave the computer alone as long as I don't get these messages. Bit of coffee. I used to have a really nice folding Gerber I liked. Haven't seen it in years, but I know if I spent 20-30 quid on a new one, I'd find the old one immediately. Yeah, that always happens. My favourite, well, if you watch that video I did recently of my legal carry knives, that's the majority of them. I've got some others, like some cutthroat razors and stuff like that, which are technically legal, but I'm pretty sure if you was carrying around a cutthroat razor, people would wonder what you're doing. You know, but yeah, for reliability and good tools, the Swiss Army pen knives are good. X-Ray Zulu, weapon stuff, yeah, I'm Scotland, mate. You'd be shot. I like Anglo Arms folder. After a cheap, good single blade, but Victorinox are my go-to. I've a few. Yeah, I've been watching your videos on them, mate. X-Ray Zulu. I have watched, because you put about, well, maybe at least 4, didn't you, recently? I've just talking about Swiss Army pen knives, didn't you? Jim Crowhurst, have you tried dieseling in your air rifle? I found I got more recoil and a stronger shot with Vicks Vapor than Vaseline. No idea why though. I think I may have tried that years ago. Like literally years ago, but I haven't tried anything like that for a long time. Right, Sam Ride, weapon and stuff. I used to get issued with folding Gerbers before each deployment in military. Still have a couple, damn good knives, and can't find them on the market. Urban Stuff 93. The Opinel carbon, that's under 3 inches and doesn't lock, is really nice. I EDC that a lot. Put patina on it by stabbing it into a lemon for a day. Stays sharp and fast to sharpen. Yeah, I do like the old Opinels. I went and sold my big one I had when I was skint, but I do like them. DJ, because higher air pressure can ignite the Vaseline. X-Ray Zulu, cheers mate. Yes mate. Their newest doubles, I'm 50 plus, been using them for years. Untouchable, I'd rather my sack than my left paw. And the DJ said pressure, because of high pressure. And then X-Ray Zulu said Explorer, next video mate. Yeah, like I said, I have been watching them, but the problem was I think I've been watching them on my... I watched a lot of videos on my PS3 at night, and you can't comment. So I end up watching people's videos and then not commenting, but I have seen them. I suspected today might be the wrong day to do a live stream. It don't matter. Can you actually hear them taking the scaffolding down? What's the views like? Not sure. DJ, can you still buy Black Widow slingshots? I think you can. I haven't looked at one for ages, but I'm pretty sure places like Blades and Bows still sell them. I've got 2 of them. I've got, I think they are. One's in a bug out bag, and one is, I don't know where the other one is. Possibly in another bug out bag. Bob the Metal Guy's on. Right, Bob. I said good morning, Mike. Weapon Stuff. What do you think about the nerve agent attack we had? Lots of people have been asking me about it. I'm worried that bio and chemical terrorism might start coming more common. Yeah, it's terrible, really, isn't it? And it'd be a fucking piss take if it was the Russians doing it, you know, which we all know it most probably was. But it goes to show what they're like, that they don't care, you know. But well, I hope it don't. I hope we don't start getting things like that, because otherwise it will be a case of having to take gas masks and stuff with you, and you know, well, I don't even think that would even work, would it? But you know what I mean? Yeah, very dodgy. Sailor is sure quite as scaffold as ever. I think they're still around the side. When they're outside my window, they'll probably be a bit louder then. Watching stuff, can't hear the scaffolding and 10 watching now. Cheers. Lewis, I remember when I was doing law in college, I accidentally left my tiny Swiss Army knife on my key ring when we went on a trip to the Crown Court. Safe to say, 4GS didn't take too kindly for that. Oh, fuck's sake. G4, I said 4GS. I've been handcuffed to the old G4 before. Bob the Metal Guy, I have not heard of it yet. X-Ray Zulu, no noise. Black Widow, do Blades and Bows with them? Yeah, I think they do. I can't say definitely, and I can't check at the minute. When I tried, my thing wouldn't go on the internet. But I think they do. I think you'd be able to get them easily, Black Widow catapults. Bob the Metal Guy, oh my god. DJ, chemical weapon test. Use a budgie if it does suit up, yeah. We'll have to walk around London with a budgie on our wrist or on our shoulder. Or in a little cage. DJ, chemical weapon. No, I just read that one. Right, X-Ray Zulu, recent event, bit concerning. Yeah. I've not thought too much about it, but fucking terrible, really. You know, like I said, whoever's doing things like that, if it is the Russians, they're just taking the fucking piss, really. And then the government says, oh yeah, we'll act robustly and whatever. They won't do anything, you know. They've chucked some Russian bloody diplomats out or some bullshit like that, you know. Weapon Stuff 93, first copper responding became critically ill, which is typical of nerve agents, pesticide chemicals. Scary thing about invisible and odorless chemicals. News blames Russians for everything there. Yeah, you're right. You know, I don't. I've not, like I said, I've not really looked too much into it. But it's bad, and it, you know. Boy who weapons and stuff. Boy who cried wolf. If they are actually responsible, I don't believe it anymore. Yeah. Thing is, we probably will never know. Could be, you know, it could be lots of things. Could be our government for all we know, but I don't really know. X-Ray Zulu used to be an unwritten agreement. No slotting in public. Russia don't care. They're big. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a lot of them don't care anymore, you know, about the old ways. Yeah, so as for Woods videos, I was going to go today. Won't be able to now, but I reckon I might go. I don't know now. Might have to go to the doctor's Monday. My ear keeps hurting again. I might walk to the doctor's, and the doctor's on the way to the woods or past the woods, so I might come through the woods on the way home. So yeah, expect possibly a Woods video Monday. DJ said you can make MB suits from overalls and active charcoal. Yeah, Liam will show us how to do that. He knows all that. Weapons and stuff like free. And he just said, was watching lots of stuff on the craze recently. All my older relatives have a lot of respect for the older and respectful type of criminals, not the modern types that pimp out children. Yeah, that's true. The craze are very interesting. I don't know if I probably have told you this, but me and Malcolm actually could have been in the original Craze film when, you know, when they're children and they're getting the crocodile toys. We actually went to London and rehearsed for that. But yeah, it was a completely different era, and I don't think you'd ever have anything like that ever again. You know, what made it interesting as well was them being twins. You know, that made it quite different. Yeah, went into there, didn't want drugs, want pimping out children, you know. Other than stuff, 93. DJ, yeah, raincoats are cheap and easy way to do it. I've got a missed call. What's this from? X-Ray Zulu said yours two are too tough. Yeah, we went to London, rehearsed it and everything in front of camera. It was quite an interesting thing. It was only about 10 or something at the time. Trying to see what this missed call was. I had a missed call today. X-Ray Zulu, worst knife you bought? Oh, I don't know. I bought loads of crap knife. I don't know. I've bought quite a few crap knives. I bought like a £3 boot dagger thing. That was crap. You get knives with wobbly, bloody blades. Ridey Cruise, how much vodka do you like? Quite a lot. Last time I drank vodka, I probably drank 20 units worth of it, so that's about half a litre. And next week, are you sure it wasn't Crime Watch? Yeah. Nah, I ain't been on Crime Watch yet. Oh, that's weird. This is who I got the phone call from, so I have no idea who it is. It says, missed call, don't answer. Fuck knows why I put that in as don't answer. Weapon stuff. The thing I hate is when you get a knife and the factory sharpened job is so bad and you can't even get a proper edge on it without risking damaging the actual knife. Yeah, it's a shame when you get a knife like that. I must admit, I've had quite a few knives like that. DJ, what was it DJ wrote? Vodka is shit, I like whiskey. Well, the thing is, I like whiskey, but the only reason I started drinking vodka recently is because I wanted to drink something pure with nothing in it at all. But I normally wouldn't choose vodka. I'd normally choose gin personally. Friday cruise, is that all? Lol. Well, I've been known to drink a litre in one night, but I'm trying to cut down now. I would never drink a litre of vodka in a night. I probably could, but I wouldn't. Because I get like a 2-day hangover from that. Bob the Metal Guy, I like Canadian whiskies. I don't know if I've ever tried any Canadian whiskies. For years I hated all whiskey. It was only until like 2 years ago that I started liking it. When I was younger, if I drank whiskey, it used to make me violent. But I think that was because we hated whiskey so much, we used to drink it with black coffee. Or what we used to do, just pour whiskey into a cup and just spoon in loads of coffee to overpower the whiskey taste. Down it, not realising that obviously he was getting tons and tons of caffeine as well as the alcohol. I never registered it till years later. And then recently I've been hanging around with someone who loves whiskey, and I used to try a bit of it every now and then, and I started liking it. Right, let's go back on some of these. X-Ray Zulu, weapons stuff, I got 2 axes like that, round. Jim Crowhurst, I know you hated judo, I'm heavily into martial arts myself. Swords are awful for home defence, inside for skilled and unskilled guys, in my opinion. I wouldn't even try, mate, with some training, would you? With a sword, don't really know. I know obviously because you're going to be restricted in a room, you know what I mean? You know, or in your hallway or your stairs. You're only going to have a bit about this wide. You know, you're not going to be able to swing it properly. I don't know. You're more likely better off with a knife or something, you know, if you had to do something like that. Weapon stuff, suppose you could use those axes for reenactment then. Lewis said, I bought a Ganzo knife a few months back and the whole thing fell apart when I folded the blade out. That's weird. I've always, my Ganzos I've had have always been alright. It's a pity. That's very strange, Lewis. I don't know. Weird, isn't it? But I have heard people complain about Ganzos, but all of the ones I've had is always alright. Sam Ride, living close to the Mexican border, I find so many knockoff knives around, Chinese, Taiwan, Mexican, made junk. Jim Crowhurst, lol. Actually, I've just remembered what the worst knife I ever bought was. It was a fake Swiss Army penknife. And when I put it into a bottle of wine to get the cork out, I pulled the knife like that, pull the cork out, the cork stayed in, and the corkscrew just spread out straight. Ridey Cruise, lol, gin tastes like soap. I like a bit of gin personally. Gin and tonic. Jim Crowhurst. Now you're on live, how does your home brew taste straight? Oh, I can't try it now. Tell you, the last lot I did was so dirty I couldn't even drink it. When I say dirty, it was it hadn't got rid of all the sugar, and quite a lot of the yeast was still in it, so it tasted sugary and yeasty, which is quite a dirty combination, you know. X-Ray Zulu sent me some kind of picture, but I can't see what it is. Glenfiddich is the best whiskey, DJ says. DJ, open palm, hand strike. That's the job. X-Ray Zulu, back in the day, they'd brew beers. One main one was a small beer, no alcohol, but the water was undrinkable, so they brewed up pasteurising. The funny thing is, me and Liam was talking about something like that recently, about in the old days, well, grog and that, you know, and now if there was water you couldn't drink, possibly drinking water with a bit of alcohol in it, you know. Colonel Mustard, hello. Right, mate. Ridey Cruz, have you got a gun stock? Have you got a gun stock? Oh, I got guns and stocks on. X-Ray Zulu, corkscrew, piss himself laughing. Victoria looks are worth the extra week savings. Yeah, they definitely are. Lewis, Sounds like those multi-tool knives you could get from Home Bargain for $3.99 a few years back. Yeah, it was something definitely like that. Yeah, put it in. I pulled it out and the fucking corkscrew just stretched out. It was unbelievable. It must have been really soft metal. Weapon Stuff 93. I'm quite into rum, either neat or really nice with Coke or cream soda. It's hard to find the lambs. It's hard to find, but the lambs do a 30-odd% spiced rum that is really pleasant to drink neat. Rum was another one I absolutely hated, and white rum I still fucking can't stand it. Always brings back memories of puking and being paralytic. But again, the same bloke who likes the whiskey likes spiced rum, Captain Morgan's spiced rum. And I've tried some of that, and I started liking that a bit as well. Bob the Metal Guy, Orlando, little Filipino knife fighting. Harness, a screamer. Yeah, I've seen your videos on that, mate. You lot should check out Bob the Metal Guy's videos. He does some good. Well, you do a lot of variations of things, don't you? But I have seen some of your videos on that kind of stuff. X-Ray Zulu. I'll do it in Shit Hit the Fan. I'd use Marmite as a kicker to store and treat large volumes of hydration, grog, rum, water, and navy drink. Yeah, it'd be worth doing, I think, because there's lots of uses for it. You know, if you distilled it, you can have a fuel, you can have it for cleaning wounds, just getting pissed in general, you know, or pissed to do operations or something, you know, like they used to do in the old days. But there would be a lot of uses for someone who can make alcohol. DJ, I've been looking for World War One horse gas mask. Do you know any dealers? Well, the only person I know that would be Weapons Stuff 93. Bob the Metal Guy, Weapons and Welding, yeah, making weapons, martial arts. Yeah, he makes some good stuff, some good unusual weapons as well that you wouldn't see anywhere else, you know, like properly homemade sort of thing, you know. Weapons Stuff 93, for some reason I don't like Captain Morgan's. For me, it always had a sort of synthetic chemical taste. Kraken tastes interesting. Lamb's Navy is normally cheap and nice though. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, the only one I've ever tried is Captain Morgan's and possibly another one. There's one with the picture is of a famous tattoo, I think, and it was the tattoo artist brand or something like that. I can't remember, but I tried some of that and that was quite nice. Yeah, I don't mind it, but I've never really been into rums a lot. Especially white rum I cannot touch. Even smelling it makes me gag. Weapons and Stuff, DJ, not with World War One masks. B3, who I get stuff from, has World War Two Soviet horse gas mask, but I think those are about 200 quid. Problem with World War One gas masks is there are a lot of fakes around. Sailor Jerry's. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, I reckon that would be it then. Yeah, tried some of that and I quite like that. Lewis, always wondered, what's your old spec deactivation standard like on the break action shotgun? Oh, I'll get one down, mate, and I'll show you. I'll probably do I'll do this one. That was harder work than I fucking was expecting then. Alright, so can you see the cut there? So that's in the barrel. Goes all the way through to the back. And then there's the, I'll get the light for you, bolt in the back. Might be able to open the curtains again in a minute. And then there, you see that it's been cut into. But they still sort of dry fire. Yeah, that's about it. They've cut a bit into the bit there, firing pin is missing. You should be able to see the light in there. Yeah, it's quite thorough, but good enough that you can't see it. You know, when it's all back together, you'd never know. I've never actually done a video on these. May do soon. Should do a video on them, really. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I probably will do a video on them soon. Never got around to it yet. Right, where were we? X-Ray Zulu, Woods, Rum, Lewis, yeah, I see it. Weapons and stuff, quite thorough. No idea why they decided twice that those deactivations weren't good enough. Yeah, I don't know. It's bizarre, isn't it, mate? DJ, are you boozing tonight? No. I've tried to only drink about once a month now, because I struggle to recover from it. Because the problem is I am basically a recovering alcoholic, or am an alcoholic. So when I do drink, I drink a lot, and then I have a hangover for 3 days, you know. But I'll have a proper hangover, then I'm sort of mentally hungover still for a couple of days. So, nah, I got pissed on 24th last month, so I've got a couple of weeks to go yet till I can drink again. Jim Crowhurst, what's your opinion on the gun culture and recent mass shootings in the US? Well, I don't really know, mate. John, I never really thought about it because it's never really going to concern me that much. I think the Americans have the right, you know, their right is to their Second Amendment, you know. I'd prefer our laws how they are here, but if I lived in America, I would want their laws, sort of thing, you know. Hard to say. I don't think it will ever change in America anyway, though. I mean, it's just how it is there. They're never gonna do anything about their gun, you know, the gun culture, because it's sort of normal to them. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'd have to do a whole video on that if I was going to talk about it properly, though. It's hard to talk about it off the top of my head straight away, you know. Web Stuff 93, pretty easy for somebody to make a slam bang with a length of pipe. Yeah, that's what they don't realise. It's easier just to do what you said than to try and, you know, make that back to shooting. Lewis, cheers, mate. That's all right, mate. I'll probably do a proper video soon. I was thinking about it because I did the one on the Chinese Model 8 success, and then while I was doing that, I thought I might as well do all of them. I'm going to open my curtains again now because they've gone now. Looks like they've been taken a bit down at a time. Unless I hear them again, then I'll shut them again. Let's get a bit more light now. But yeah, the double barrel is pretty much the same deactivation. It's just 2 cuts down each barrel. And pump action shotgun, the barrel is welded on. There's a little bit of rod, so you can't put any empty cartridges in it. There's like a little disc over the barrel, and part of the firing pin mechanism and all that's been cut away at an angle. But I will definitely do a video on them soon. Does the pump shotgun on your wall make a cool racking sound? Yeah, definitely does. Right, this is a hard one to get there. This is right at the top. See, mister? Bit dusty. Got me climbing all over me sofa today. Get them back up. Right, where was we? US government done the shootings of PSYOPs. Bob the Metal Guy. Where is that shotgun made? I think the two single barrel and double barrel English, and the pump action is a Magtech, which I think possibly Spanish. I'd have to look that up another day, Bob, because I don't want to be climbing up there again. I'm pretty sure the two single barrel and double barrel are English. X-Ray Zulu. Some airsoft guns are good copies, mate. Yeah, I don't know what the hell made me do it. I had a fucking M4 BB gun that would have looked brilliant up there, and I fucking just gave it away. I still to this day cannot remember why I just gave it away. I think I could get it back. I gave it to Mark, but cannot understand why. One day I had to give it away. I think I just didn't want any airsoft stuff, but as far as 12 up there is an airsoft. X-Ray Zulu, American gun law. Some say the shootings are black flag ops to give weight to disarming them. Could be, and I can understand why people would say that. I don't think in a million years they'd ever give up their Second Amendment and all that. It right bear arms and all that, you know. I'm not, you know, I don't think they ever would. DJ, when you next drink, do a drunken EDC. They're funny. I'll definitely try to. It all depends if the right situation. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it. Can't ever watch them back though, I tell you. I've never watched one of my drunk videos back. I just can't bear to. It's embarrassing. When stuff said, yeah, it sounds good, that pump action, doesn't it? X-Ray Zulu, no, me neither. Too well set. Yeah, it's so much part of them that I don't think they would ever, you know. DJ, what star sign are you and your bro? Taurus. Weapons and stuff, night 3. The thing with a lot of these shootings and the terrorist attacks, perp is always known to the police on all sorts of watch lists, but they never stop them. Yeah, that's a big pity, really, that these fucking nutters do these things when they are being watched. But it's the same over here when we have terrorist stuff. They've been watched and monitored constantly, you know. But then what can you do? You can't sort of arrest them before they do something, you know, unless you can get something. Well, you know, they do, but you know what I mean? Can't do them for thought crimes, I suppose. You know what I mean? But yeah. But you'd think, I don't know. But it's a pity that they are watched and never, you know. You cannot understand why they've been watching them and then let them do it, you know. You see that a lot. Hell of a lot. How many viewers we got now then? The thing is, I can't actually see because the thing's over there. I can't even see myself. I can see it over there, but on here, it's not on here. I'm getting the comments, which is good. Weapons and stuff, they arrest people for saying offensive things on Twitter. So we are already at the fourth stage crime. Yeah, I never thought of it that way, but you're right. You do. Yeah, people go to prison now for saying things, which I think is terrible. I can understand possibly arresting someone just to teach them a lesson. You know, some people need a smack on the hand sort of thing to tell them what they're doing is wrong. But I don't think you should ever really go to prison for saying words. You know what I mean? You know, unless it really is inciting people to kill people or something, you know, but I don't know. X-Ray Zulu, weapons and stuff, very often, too often. Its IRA problem was exactly the same. History hasn't changed. It's just in HD. Yeah, that one. Weapons and stuff, 8 currently. Lewis, some teenager in Liverpool was just arrested recently after police found a VZ58 and a few hundred rounds of ammo under his bed. Then he found it, apparently. Fucking hell. Don't know what to say about that. Then up your way, it's a bit more like that, isn't it? I see your video that time when you saw the old shotgun cartridge in the road. Mad, isn't it? Bob the Metal Guy, when I go over to Asia, there are armed guards all over the malls, schools, 7-Eleven, every place. We need I can't even say it. Armed guards in the shooting mall. In the fuck's sake. I'll start that again. We need armed guards in the schools and malls here in the States. Yeah. As long as it ain't like the bloody one who's hiding, wouldn't go in. But no, but I know what you mean. Yeah. Thing is, they don't want to protect the children. All the politicians get protection though, and have armed guards who shoot someone as soon as they come in. But the fucking children, don't bother with them. You know, that's their mentality. Should be the children who are protected. Right, DJ, if you painted your back wall white, your display would be more highlighted. Yeah, we had a think about it. I decided red in the end, but it's a bit dark in here though. But I know what you mean. Jim Crowhurst, mate, got to shoot. Cheers, Ralph, and me, mate, and see you next time. Oh, cheers for joining in, Jim. I appreciate that. Speak to you later, mate. Women and stuff, it's just, I think, surely if they know someone on a watch list is a time bomb, they should get them something minor rather than letting them start it. But again, I don't trust them with more power. Yeah, I totally agree with you there. It's one of them sort of catch-22 situations. You can't... You'd like them to have that kind of power, but also you don't. You know what I mean? Too much power. But I totally agree with you there. But... And I think they do that. It's just sometimes it just doesn't work. You know, because some of them now, some of these people who do terrible things, they don't have a criminal record. They've never done anything. You know, it's very hard to stop them. But when you know that they've been watched, it's like, well, what the fuck are you watching them for then? You know. Bob the Metal Guy. It takes a good guy with a gun to stop a bad guy with a gun. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The rich have bodyguards, the bastards. Yeah, it's true though. You know, I remember there was I can't remember what country it was in, but there was like someone ran into some political building with a gun, and the guards just shot him dead. You know, but in a school, there's no one there to help them. Weapons and stuff. When we were kids, we found a pistol stashed in the park with a load of ammo. Reported it to the police. Was always tempted to take it, but obviously didn't. I tell you what, if I'd found a gun as a kid, I bet I would have kept it. I used to dream of things like that. Thing is, if you did it as a kid, though, you wouldn't really get done for it, you know. But as an adult, I wouldn't, because of what you could get done. You know, you probably go straight to prison for it. But yeah. X-Ray Zulu, after World War II, there were thousands of guns. They did an amnesty hand in. Yeah. I bet there was loads, wasn't there? You know. Simon, RCZ, right, mate. You want to just come on? We had a Christmas market here. They had armed police walking around with machine guns. All it did was make people nervous. Yeah, I don't know. I sometimes think, well, no, sort of makes you nervous because you think, why are they there? There must be something bad. They think something bad's going to happen. But at least if they are there, you know that there's someone's going to stop it. My sister used to have to work in a town where they had to have armed guards everywhere for a bit, and even stood outside her shop. But we'd said to her, and she thought and I thought, that in a way it's a good thing though, because at least you know if something happens, someone's going to stop it. You know, I'd rather that there was someone there to stop it than not. DJ, cabinet knife display would look cool. Yeah, it's just running out of wall space because I don't like having stuff over my head when I'm asleep. That's why that board stops there. I would have had it going all the way across, but I didn't want it over me while I was asleep in case something fell off. but I would like to do, and I've still got loads of other stuff. I wouldn't mind doing a display for pistol crossbows. And then there's loads of knives, because there's literally only 4 knives up there. You know, there's loads of stuff I would like to put up, but I would like a knife display. And I did once up there. Weapons and stuff, yeah, always hate when people with armed guards say regular police have no rights. Stuff turns, yeah. You know, it's hypocrite, isn't it? You know. It's easier to fight an unarmed population with slowly being disarmed, if you think about it. Thousands, like, yeah. I bet there was. I bet there was loads, you know. Oh, I had a friend, who wasn't a friend, it was more of just someone I knew, lived up the road. When his dad died, they found a load of guns. And I suspect a lot of those was probably that kind of thing. Weapons Stuff 93. If they do a buyback, etc., they need to do a better job than Australia, offer more money, etc. People there stash their guns, so now people apparently find guns constantly in weird places. Well, near where I live, they actually found something like that about 6 months ago. Someone was digging up a field, found a stash of guns. But they was old, like they reckon they'd been there for like 40 years or something. They're really old, these guns. You know, and the way they'd, you know, but they could tell they'd probably been there for a long, long time. I never found out what they were, and, you know, I never found out whose they were. But yeah, they'd been buried in the field. But yeah, that's the thing. When these governments want to do the buyback things, they either don't want to give you any money for, yeah, because people have like thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds invested in guns, weapons, and stuff, you know. And then they think they can just take it off you. Well, you know, people ain't going to let them do that. And it ain't a fair thing, you know. Simon, yeah, just got home and saw you was on. Ask things, yeah, not bad, mate, not bad. But yeah, I thought that was your first comment. X-Ray Zulu, weapons and stuff, yeah, there must be thousands stashed, yeah. X-Ray Zulu, lock knives were often called safety knives. Now you'd get years for it. It's fucked up. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah. Lock knives, safety knives, yeah. Now they don't call them that, you know. And I remember when I was a kid, we used to walk around with sheath knives on our belts, walking up the shops, walking up to the, you know, and this was only the 80s, possibly the early 90s. I used to do this. Walk up to local park with our sheath knives on and play in the field with our sheath knives while other people and parents was around. No one ever said a single thing. I can understand why. You know what I mean? I can totally understand why. Because the government likes to make you think there's a massive knife epidemic, and every single time you go outside, someone's stabbing someone. You know what I mean? You know. Right, I've no idea if you can still hear me at the minute. I can't actually read any comments. I'm going to try and refresh this, see what happens. I'll let you know when I can hear you again. I may just have to chat a bit of rubbish while I'm doing this. Said I'm still live as far as I'm aware. Right, might move my computer this way a little bit, see if it's a little bit closer. So yeah, right now I can't actually see any comments. I'll let you know when I can, so don't write too many. You may not be able to see anything yourselves anyway. Right, maybe back now. Let me see. Right, I'm back. Yeah. Right, where was I? Guns cannot protect you from the government. Their main weapon is mind control. Yeah. Right, I'll leave that there. I had to move my computer ever so slightly close to the internet. Lewis said, apparently you could practice archery in local parks back in the day. Yeah. I bet you could probably stand there shooting catapults and stuff, you know, no one would say anything. I don't have any experience with the archery in local park, but I can imagine that definitely would have been an acceptable thing to do. X-Ray Zulu, Cub Scouts, pocket knife was a requirement. Yes, exactly. I wonder what they do about that now. Because I've always associated Cubs and Scouts with Swiss Army penknives, you know, little penknives. I wonder now if they got to leave it, you know, they're only allowed it when they're at the scout hut. You know what I mean? Weapons and stuff. People overprotect their kids so much now. I think that's why so many people get mental health issues. As we were saying yesterday, compare kids' shows from then and now. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Definitely could be. You know what I mean? Simon, here you find, mate. Let us know when I see you. Yeah, it's all back on now. For a second, I couldn't see any comments. It had all gone off. Actually, Zulu, the long blow was compulsory for each man 13 years or older and beyond. It was law. Many places, pubs, archery, and then yeah. TXX 1138. Right, mate. What do you think is the best machete to slice up a consolidor? He's obsessed with them. Let me think. Well, I think the only thing that cut that good is watch the film Planet Terror, make your ball cutting knife. I reckon that'll slice that up lovely. Bob the Metal Guy, can you open carry a knife in England? Not really. It's weird law. There's nothing about open carry, concealed carry. To be honest, if you had a knife showing, you'd probably get in more shit for it, or you'd more likely get stopped straight away. But no, the only thing you can really legally carry is the non-locking knives with a sub 3-inch blade. But you can carry a sheath knife. But you'd be better off with it in your bag so it wasn't seen. If you had a knife on you walking around with it, someone would definitely ring the police and you'd get stopped. Not necessarily get arrested, you know, if you was just walking to the woods or something, but you'd be a fool to walk to the woods with your knife out, I think. Or you'd not a fool, but you'd be asking for trouble. X-Ray Zulu on Cubs Scouts, don't know. We'd take sheath knives on camps. Posh kids had axes, just standard. Jim Prohurst got a militant Polish guy on the Kanga, still listening in, but missing half of it. Was he ripping the place up or something? But yeah, as soon as you say the words Cubs and Scouts, me instantly I think of Swiss Army pen knives. So I think that'd be a sad day when Cub Scouts and that can't have their knives, you know. That was like the culture for them, was that, wasn't it? You know. Never been a scout or anything myself. Been to the scout hut. We've got a local scout hut next to the allotments. I don't know if I did. That was a Q&A video where I was talking about the allotments. We used to go to the allotments and we'd either go there in the morning or late at night. Well, not late at night, just when it was getting dark, and sit there eating the bloody strawberries and all stuff like that. THX is sending me funny bloody words again that I've got to check what it is. I'll have a look first before I say it out loud. I ain't searching for anything you ask me. What is this? Oh, I thought he was doing a... No, I've never tried that, mate. What is it? TH said, have you ever tried ayahuasca? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. No, Matt, I never even heard of it. Simon RCZ said, I got all my knives and some tools and fireworks confiscated once when going out camping with my mates. It was a right bollockake without tools. Yeah, it takes the piss, really. You know, I don't. It's a hard one, you know. But technically, they shouldn't really take them stuff off you. But then it's like the old thing of what can you do, though? Once it's been took off you, not a lot you can do. It's already fucked your day up. You know, I know you could probably get it back later, but they do it just piss you off sometimes, I think. I'm just laughing at THX's comment. I read it a bit early. But apparently, weapons and stuff, apparently the scouts and everything are getting made more cuddly accessible. Real shame. Guess kids won't learn any skills from it anymore. No, I'm pretty sure in the old days that, you know, scouts, they used to learn all proper good, very interesting things. Yeah, I bet it is all sort of cuddly and bloody bollocks things now, you know. Simon, I think I had a valid reason. Yeah, that's what I mean. And I bet you did. I'm sure they just do it to piss you off sometimes. X-ray Zulu, pocket knife, hanky, change telephone box. THX, it helped me with my alcohol addiction. Sorry, my God. I'll have to try it then. But no, I've never heard of it. Every time I've stopped booze, it's always been cold turkey. And the only time I ever really succeeded was after I'd been in a young offenders prison for about 6 weeks. And that gave me just enough time to get off of booze. You know, I probably stopped drinking for 6 years then. It's just what I needed. I needed like a proper excuse to give up. You know what I mean? I'm all right now. The thing is, when I used to get arrested nearly every single weekend, Friday and Saturday, due to drinking, we'd always do something stupid, you know. But I can drink now and be perfectly fine. You know, I've been in the pub and there's been fights going on. I've just stood there laughing now. You know what I mean? I would join in if someone was getting hurt. But yeah. Western Stuff 93. On the road near me, 70 mile an hour speed limit, they left a load of 40 mile an hour signs up for no reason, causing a lot of traffic problems. Half the cars obeying, half nearly rear-ending each other. Glad to see that's what my road tax goes towards. Yeah, you know, we're always being robbed bloody blind, aren't we, for no reason. Like all this scaffolding we got here, right? I actually live in a council house. They put our brakes up, and now they've just started doing like ridiculous things that don't need doing. None of the roofs needed doing. They started, we got some flat roofs. They started redoing the flat roofs for no reason. Just a load of pointless stuff that doesn't actually need doing, you know. And the stuff that did need doing for 30 years, you know, still haven't been touched. Yeah, the old scaffolders, all they did, it's weird. I think they're doing like 3 or 4 different houses at once. And what they seem to be doing is putting the scaffolding up in another house. And when they run out of scaffolding, come to one of the other houses they finished, take a bit down, take it over the road. That's why they only took a bit down and went again. Thought the live stream stopped for a second and I looked over there. Weapons stuff. We still had crater-type potholes in the roads near us. Regarding what you said on the road near me, they cut down half the overgrown trees, ran out of money, and left the other half pointless. Yeah. It just, council's now just full of bullshit like that. THX, that's the council for you. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. You should see some of the shit they've done in this house. There's pipes all running across the outsides of the walls and all that. And they were supposed to, this is years ago, they were supposed to check all the gas fires, redo the pipes, and do a new boiler. So they did all the new pipes, did the new boiler, and then never connected any of the pipes to the 2 gas heaters, the gas fires. So now we actually had a brand new gas fire installed, never been plugged in. Mike, did you ever shoot out street lights when you was a kid? I did. Well, someone did. I won't say just in case. But yeah. Yeah, we'd done that before. Why they're not putting up flammable cladding on your house now that they had to take it off the town? Yeah, exactly. You imagine, yeah. Take it straight off these old tire blocks, whack it on ours. Simon, sounds like my mate, they had gas fires put in. To this day, they are not hooked up to that. No, that's what we got. And they were supposed to come back and do it. What was the other thing? There was another thing with the loft once. This woman come round, got up in the loft with me, stood going on about this fucking leak. She got on the phone and everything, talking to dialed the number, stood there talking to this person. Then, yeah, there's a leak in this part of the loft, and there's another one there in the roof. Someone will have to come round here Tuesday. Yeah, we'll get down to that right away. Looking at me, put the phone down. No one ever came round, and I'm sure the fuck she wasn't even talking to anyone on the phone. Fucking ridiculous. Made me laugh having to get up in the loft with this woman because of a rickety fucking old ladder. How many we got on now? I can't really see from here. Waiting to see what comments come up. Yeah, those who didn't see it, and there'll be some nice reviews coming up there soon. Did I show you them all? Yeah, I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, some of them knives are fucking lovely, I'll tell you. But that one, I'm just waiting for that light. I've got to wait for a battery to come for that. Because obviously I can't test it with that battery. But it's one of them weird C2 battery, I think it is. Dear chats, would you let Fred West fix your roof if it was still alive? Oh, I don't know. What, knowing what we know now? Definitely not. Not with my sister and my mother about. Odd question. Right, weapons and stuff. When I was at Argos, it was all that BS. One manager told me to do something, the next one wanted the changes reversed. Waste of time, and we could actually be doing some real work. Yeah, you get that a lot. That's why it's better being retired like us, isn't it, Leon? Doing our YouTube videos. Their own boss. I think what other upcoming videos will be coming soon. Yeah, I'll definitely do an outdoor video soon. Like I said, I nearly did it today. It was a choice of going down the woods today or doing this live stream, and I thought I'd do the live stream instead. Weapons and stuff until they remove us from weapons videos. Yeah, it does seem that way, doesn't it? I hope that never happens. Maybe a case of not having to put ads on your weapons videos and still being able to do videos, because at least I'd rather still be on here, and I'd rather like you still be on here and the likes of us, and us not have ads. It just have to rely on Patreon or something and upload other places. But I don't know if that would be a solution or not, but it'd be a shame, wouldn't it? But it definitely seems that, you know, it seems like it's going to go that way one day. Yeah, so there'll definitely be Jerry, if that's how you say your name. All right, mate. Don't forget to like and share this this stream, please. Yeah, there'll be the 4 knife reviews. that torch review. I'm going to get some cheap body armor soon, I reckon, from eBay. I'm looking on there. You can get it for like 20 quid, can't you? Get some of that because I want to test it with the thing in front of it. The plate in front of it. Right, THX, hypothetical dilemma. A weekend of passion with redhead hottie Leanna Decker in exchange for your top 5 weapons. I'll have to look her up quickly. Hang on. Yeah, I'd give them away in a second, mate, I think. Weapons off. Did you see the story I said about on Patreon with the creepy shed near me? Sadly, that's not there anymore. Yes, funny thing is, I was thinking about that last night. But I did read that, and that's interesting. But I didn't reply, did I? I was going to reply to that later. Yeah, I've had a very similar incident happen to us like that, but not quite. When I was younger, we used to go on these long walks, and I'll tell you what it was. You know the film Stand By Me? We used to really love that, and we used to just want to do similar things. So me, Malcolm, and a couple of our mates would pack up bag with 2-litre bottle of water and some food, and we'd just go walking as far as we could through fields and that. We got to this farmer's field, and we was messing around in one of his hay sheds, I suppose, jumping off the top of the hay into a pile of hay. And weird thing is, we was there all day and never got seen by anyone. Well, we found a tramp shed there. And I don't know if these tramps or whoever it was, maybe immigrants. This is a long time ago, though. This was like mid-90s, early 90s. And there was a dirty old shed with a sofa and a bed and bottles of booze. But we never saw any tramp there. We just looked around. I think I tipped one of the bottles on the floor. Then the poor old bloke lost his booze. Yeah, and then we just left. But yeah, unlike yours, you got chased, I think, didn't you? Weapons off 93. Could we redefine our top 5 weapons in advance? Alright. What was so creepy? Weapon stuff. Creepy old tramp shed he chased us afterwards. Yeah, very similar thing, but yeah, we didn't get chased. But I remember standing in there thinking I didn't want to be in there, and it felt like, just like dodgy. I don't think it was dangerous or nothing, but you know what I mean? Just didn't feel right standing in this place. Because there was obviously someone living in it. When was off, yeah, bloke with a brown coat and hat reminds me of Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, that would be quite freaky, I think. Yeah, it's one of the thing with Patreon. I read the comments on there, and I say to them, I'll reply to that later. And then the next thing I know, it's a week later, and I still haven't done it. Weapons, I haven't seen him in years, so he's either left or dead or died. I do like stories like that. It's always interesting. But that thing about the farm, it's weird. Yeah, we were walking around this farm all day long. Well, not all day long, but a couple of hours. Didn't see no farmer, didn't see anyone, didn't get told to get lost, Might know, he might have seen us, just, kids. Nowadays, they'd come over and tell you to piss off, wouldn't they, I reckon? What we've been on for now? About an hour and a half? Oh, not quite an hour and a half. Might go till past. I'm going to go till I have to stop. I think someone's going to come round here about 3-ish. So when they come round, I'll probably have to stop then. But we may go till past. Weapons and stuff. They put up a load of new fences in that place now, so no idea why people keep fencing off that field and doing nothing with it. That's weird, isn't it? Yeah, chats. Would you go on Bullseye Channel 5 to a reboot? I don't know. I do like the Bullseye game. I don't know. Me and Darryl made one, didn't we? Yeah, you know, if it was easy to go on, easy to do, you know, easy to get to if it was local. You know what I mean? What they ought to do, what I always thought they need to do, is not do. They did that reboot and they made like a. It was more like a piss take of the old one, and they did like deliberately really shit prizes in the Viva, and that's the wrong way to go, because those prizes in the old days weren't shit at the time, and they weren't deliberately shit either. Jim Bone said they had like a limit of money they could spend, so they didn't want to give away their prizes. What you need to do is modernise it, but make it good, not a piss take of the old one. And I think it's a good concept. You don't, you know, I think Sky tried to do like some darts game recently, and it like one series, and that just disappeared. I never watched it, so I don't get Sky One, but I had heard it wasn't. It was a bit too weird and complicated. It just needs to be traditional darts based, not chucking things at random, you know. WeaponCollector Live Chat played any more interesting games recently? Right, I'm going to quickly have a look, see what games I've got. So I have a weird thing where I can't remember what I've bought recently. Right, oh, here's one. These are some of the newest games I bought recently. Oh, back in second, hang on. These are all the newest games I bought recently. So, you know BioShock. I bought that, completed that just before Christmas, or just, I think, no, it's just after Christmas. I think I bought myself like 5 or 6 games for Christmas. Well, I bought myself 4 and I got lent 2 or 3 by my American mate Josh. So, BioShock, Call of Duty Ghosts, but I didn't really think much of that. I didn't actually play the story to that. I just played it online. I don't mind them, but I've started to realise I'm not really into online shooters anymore or anything like that now. And then I haven't completed this one yet, but I did get Mass Effect 2 as well. And I like that. I'm only about maybe a third into it, or maybe halfway into it. The problem with it for me is I've got an old telly, like an old, what we call a shed telly, you know, like a big tube telly or whatever, and you can barely read the writing on this when it comes up. So I struggle to be able to see what's going on after time. So when I get a new telly, I'll probably carry on playing that, but I did like that. And then the other games I got lent was quite a few Call of Duties. Yes, weapons and stuff. Yeah, that's it, exactly. Yeah, because it must be HD or something. I noticed there's only about 3 or 4 games it happens to me with. But, yeah, sadly, that's one of them, and I cannot read it. All right, I'm just going to go back a couple. Jim Crowhurst. Yeah, he's shuddering the whole house, still listening. I'm from a council background. Mum has fixes and things she don't need by those fuckers. Way behind in the convo, sorry. No shame of being on Ben's, yeah. Jermaine Oliveris, hi mate. WeaponCollector Live Chat. I remember that with Dead Rising on the Xbox 360. Yeah, I really like this. Really good game, but it's just unbearable. And it's got a hell of a lot of writing. I don't know if you've ever played that. There's loads and loads and loads of writing in it. Loads of talking to people. You can't see a thing they're saying. Clayton Military UK. All right, mate. Hi guys, first time I've made one of the live chats. Oh, and you're one of those, are you? A gamer? Well, a bit of a gamer. I'm not a big gamer, but I would say gaming has always been part of my life. I think even when I'm an old man, I'll still be playing computer games. Yeah, that's the most recent ones I had, because obviously I don't have a PS4, and I don't mind getting old games. You know, I'll have a look, see what other ones I've got recently. Like I said, I forget, and then I got lent these. I got lent Wolfenstein. I did not like that. I like the Wolfenstein games, but that one is terrible, I think. Call of Duty Black Ops. Black Ops 2. Oh, this is one. Yeah, this is. I did like this though. This I forgot about this. Resident Evil Revelations. Oh, I did like that. That was a good game. That was. Wouldn't mind getting the second one of that. That's what I mean. I play these games and for some reason just go straight in and out line. I can't remember what the bloody time splitters. I should still have that on PlayStation 2 somewhere. Or I don't know if it was the first one or second one. Yeah, I've still got my PS2. Works fine, and I should have time splitters. Or if it's time splitters, I've got one of them anyway. I'll have to replay that. Simon, have you ever seen the film Hardcore Henry? It's like a video game movie. It's right good if you've got a few drinks and smoking. No, I haven't seen that yet, Simon, but I want to. I just ain't got round to yet, but I know about it. Weapons and Stuff, Future Perfect is my favourite shooter ever. I don't know if I've ever played that. Well, I definitely haven't played it. I don't know if I know a lot about it. I'll look that up. Simon, the whole film was in POV. Yeah, I've watched the trailer of it, and it looks really good. I definitely will watch it, and I'll let you know. Jermaine Oliveira's Resident Evil Revelations and Revelation 2 are cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I really like that. I love the Resident Evil games. Played in Military UK. I'm not a gamer, so not heard of many of them, but watched the occasional walkthrough. Love The Last of Us. I'm looking forward to watching The Last of Us 2. Anyone else looking forward to this? I'm going to get that eventually. That's one of the games on my list. Last of Us, and I wanted Beyond Two Souls, I think. I'm going to try and get them. Weapons and Stuff, Time Splitters free, basically. Oh, nice. Weapons and Stuff, not free. People argue if 2 or 3 is better constantly. I'll have a look, see if I've still got it. I should still have it. I've never ever sold any of my PlayStation 2 games. But some of them are in the loft, though. But the ones I play the most, I've still got in my room. Right, just looking through these games quickly. It must be in the loft. Throat's going a bit now. What, you've been talking for 2 hours? Simon, did you play Resident Evil 2 or 3 back in the day? Yes, mate. Yeah, still got them. I love them games. I've got probably nearly every single Resident Evil game there is, including the old Resident Evil PlayStation 1 discs. Weapons and Stuff, first time Nemesis jumped through the window, scared the shit out of me, and he chases you through the doors. Yeah, they are good, scary games. When the dogs jump through the windows that time, that scares the crap out of you. Some of them are really hard games as well. I always found the hardest one was Code Veronica. I found it really, really hard. When Jermaine Oliveira's, when I was a kid, the liquor from Resident Evil 2 gave me nightmares for weeks. I bet they would. Brilliant games. I really love the Resident Evil. That new one, Resident Evil 7, looked brilliant. I've watched a lot of gameplay of that. By the way, if anyone gets bored of game talk, just change the subject. We'll talk about everything, but I don't mind what we talk about personally. That's why I don't do a subject at the minute. I may at a later date do some kind of subject, but Weapons and Stuff, I like 4 the most, but I know that's quite different from the other ones. No, I'll tell you, I loved 4. I like all of them, really. They are one of my favourite series of games. But I liked that they changed it in 4. I loved the controls. The way you can shoot in 4 is brilliant. 'Cause it's, you know, it's a bit more skill based, you know, rather than the old ones. It was just make sure you're both pointing in the right direction, you know. Simon says, my PS2 is dead. Yeah, I never finished Ghost Veronica. It's boring. Ghost Veronica was really, really, really hard. In the end, I had to use some, what's them bloody discs? You know, the Codemaster type things. It's not called that. But you know, the disc and the memory card that you could do for cheating. Action Replay cheats. I had to use that on it in the end. THX4 was the best Resident Evil game for sure. Weapon stuff. I replayed the Prince of Persia trilogy again recently. And the old 1990 DOS one, played Sands of Time twice because it was so good. I've only played a bit of one of the Prince of Persias for a bit, but I've played some of them old DOS games recently. The Broken Swords, Below a Steel Sky, is that one of them? Beyond a Steel Sky. Lewis Exploder cheat disc, that's it. I've got them as well. I've got Exploder. Hang on, you look at this. Look at that for instant. Yeah, and the Action Replay ones. That's not actually got the disc in. That's actually got I made a case for my I wanted a metal case for a tablet. I thought that worked for that. Weapons I've not really funny you were talking about Assassin's Creed as that's a spin-off from the Prince of Persia games. Oh, I never knew that. Never knew that. I could never get into the Assassin's Creed. I found after a while it was too much the same for me. But I know people who love them. Simon RCZ, I recently replayed GTA 3, Vice City and GTA San Andreas the most. They're old, but still brilliant, yeah. Oh, I love... You can't beat Grand Theft Auto for one of the best series that's ever been made. You know, absolutely love them. And again, I've still got the PlayStation discs for 1 and 2. And London. One of them I'm missing. I think I've got... No, it was 2 I haven't got. I've got 1 Grand Theft Auto London. I wish they'd remake that. Weapon Staff 93 Vice City is great. Been playing the Scarface game at the moment. I've got that. I've got the Scarface game. Don't think I ever completed it. And I've got a PlayStation 2 game I've never ever played. I bought it like about 5 years ago, way after it would have been up. I've got the Sopranos game. I really like the Godfather game they released on everything. Yeah, I think I've seen my brother play that, and that did look quite good. Actually, I might have that. Yeah, San Andreas still does hold up. And, you know. Never been played. Just never got around to it. There, played many a time. Yeah, can't beat Grand Theft Auto. Right. San Andreas was awesome. That was Jermaine Oliveris. Weapon Stuff 93 was saying that about Half-Life 2 the other day, back when games had better quality control and no day one downloadable content. Yeah. It was just, you know, they do a lot of bullshit nowadays with games and, you know, bringing out games that aren't even completed or, you know, it's petty. And there's always a rip-off as well. Like, £8 for an add-on that lasts 7 hours, you know. Although you can get some whole games that are only 7 hours, because to be honest, half of them, some days, if you played them all night, you can do the Call of Duty story in 7 hours if you rush it. Yeah, all of them recent Call of Duties I got them borrowed them off my American mate, and didn't play any of the stories on them. But then I never intended to. Fancied going online, doing a bit of, you know, go online, do a bit of online shooting. But I find it boring now for some reason. I can never get into it anymore. I used to absolutely love going online and playing. But the first game that I ever got into it was Resistance: Fall of Man, and I met a lot of friends through that game. One of which, my mate Josh, actually comes over from Baltimore to here to visit me once a year. You know, so I've got some good memories of PlayStation 3 and that, you know. Simon RCZ said, Dead Rising 4 is an awful game. It's unfinished and not anything like the originals. It was just to squeeze cash out of fans. Now, I've seen people play those, the older ones. Didn't know about the fourth one. I want to play. I'm going to play them as well. There's certain games on my list, you know, but the Dead Risings are, because I don't mind going back and playing them on. Like, I think, are they PlayStation? Would they be PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 2? They're PS3, aren't they? Yeah, I don't mind going back to PlayStation 2 sometimes. Weapon stuff. Bethesda gets loads of praise, but their games are never finished and are glitchy. Don't get me wrong, I like RPGs, but I wish people wouldn't hold Bethesda to account over their quality control. Yeah, I've heard you talk about that. I didn't know that like Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 and that and Skyrim and that were slightly different companies, weren't they, or something like that. But I do like them. Have you ever played Gears of War? I love it. Jermaine Oliver says, no, I've never played them, mate. I think I've seen a bit of footage of them, but never got around to those. Weapons and stuff, Xbox, PS3 gen, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was, yeah. Simon, I'd stick to Dead Rising 1 and 2, mate. Yeah, I'll probably get them one day. I've seen my brother playing them on his Xbox. I have to borrow his old Xbox and just borrow his game. JHX1138. Did you own a SNES back in the day? I own a SNES and I've still got it in the loft, mate. I've got a SNES, a NES, Sega Master System, Sega Mega Drive, and the games all in the loft still, and all work still. I had them out about 2 months ago. I was going to play. I started playing them for a bit, but the problem is the controllers have gone a bit stiff, so don't jump very well. You know, if you're playing Mario. Weapons and stuff. Yeah, New Vegas was made by Obsidian using Bethesda's engine. That's why the writing, quests, and polish is much better. Yeah, I remember you saying. I wasn't aware of that though till you mentioned it. And I thought, oh. But you can tell the difference. I think they're both good games, but you can tell the difference. Simon, and if you see hardcore Henry down or smoke all of what you have to hand, me and my mates watched it while I fart tits, and it was brilliant. I'll have to think about that bit, but I'll definitely watch it, mate. It's something I was interested in getting. Played to the military UK. Remember playing PlayStation 1 Resident Evil in my early teens. They were great. Wish they would make a movie, but disappointed when they did. Has turned out to be action genre. It was meant to be horror. Yeah, the actual films, the proper live action films, I thought the first one was okay, but yeah, they're not the same as the games. They did do some CGI films, a couple of them, and I think they're a bit closer to the game. I have watched them. You know, you'd have to give me your opinion if you watched them, but I think the CGIs are a bit closer to the games than the actual films are. Yeah, the films now, I've seen all of them apart from the last one. I don't mind them, but they're nothing like the games though, are they? Weapon and stuff. If you like people moaning about games, check out Worth a Buy. Geordie bloke who gets very, very angry. Oh, I'll have to look that up. Hardcore Henry is a Russian movie, isn't it? Jermaine Oliver. I'm not sure, mate. I did know who directed it at one point. It's someone I've watched others of his films, if you know what I mean. I'll have a quick look. The internet's working now. Still got it on Leanna Decker. I'm pretty sure whoever made Hardcore Henry, I've seen others of their films and I liked their films. Russian-American science fiction action film. Directed by Ilya Nalshila. Actually, I've not seen their other things. Filmography, Biting Elbows, Hardcore Henry. Unless it's who stars in it. No, but the star, you don't see them, do you? Oh no, Sharlto Copley, yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. Weapons off. I've been watching a lot of foreign zombie type films recently. Some of the Fulci ones are great. Lots of them are laughable, bad, but enjoyable. Funny thing is, I've been watching some Lucio Fulci films recently and Dario Argento films. What made me want to watch them, I thought it'd be nice to go back and watch some of the, what they call the classics, you know, classic horror films and that. But there's quite a lot of Fulci ones I haven't seen, but I've seen quite a few. They are good films, but like you said, some of them are terrible as well. Weapons off. Watched a really crap one but fun one the other day. It was called Nightmare City. I don't think I've seen that one. Let me have a quick look. No, I don't think I have seen that one. Diamond says you can watch Hardcore Henry in HD3 on YouTube. Oh, nice one, mate. Cheers. Seriously, it's the first one. It's in HD. It don't matter if I couldn't anyway. I've got somewhere I could definitely watch it anyway. I've found it in a place. I just needed to get it. Bob the Metal Guy. Which one of the pistols on your wall is your favourite? Oh, stop the camera. Probably the Colt 1911. And my original favourites probably would have been my possibly Nickel Beretta or my Desert Eagle. But at the minute, it's this one. I wanted to get some wooden handles for that, just to show it off a bit more. And then Weapons After, I love Suspiria. Yeah, that is good. I enjoyed that. And Cemetery Man, which I really liked, was made by the guy who was in a lot of Argento films and did directing with him. Cemetery Man, I'm glad you introduced me to that, mate. And I genuinely mean that. Because I don't think I reckon I would have found it eventually. But I never knew anything about it. And that's a really good film. I really enjoyed that. I was really glad when you mentioned that in one of your videos. You did a whole video about it, didn't you? But, yeah, I genuinely really, really like that. Simon Archie's dad, Colt 1911 is a classic. Jermaine Oliveira's nice gun. Yeah. That's a lovely one, that. But I wouldn't mind, nickel one of them would be nice. Or, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting some wooden grips for it. But I think something made me think they wouldn't fit or something. Can't remember what it was now. Who knows? But yeah, for just general pistols, you know, if it was like which gun was my favourite to shoot, that would be this one now, wherever it is. My favourite air pistol now is the little Gammo one I've got, the Underlever Gammo. I love that gun. X-Ray Zulu, WEME, 1911 airsoft strips and semi-autos, gas, great fun. Powerful close-up, 10-20 foot. Simon, get yourself a nickel-plated one like the ones in Pulp Fiction. Do you know what? If I had the money, I would. If I was still working, I'd get loads of guns and loads I want. I just can't afford them anymore. They're too expensive for just to have on show sort of thing. I just can't afford it. But I definitely would. Bob the Metal Guy, 1911 John Browning design. Browning was a master gun designer. Yeah. I was talking, I don't know if Liam was talking about him or I was talking about him once or someone asked me about that. But I think we spoke about it in one of my videos. Yeah. Weapons and Stuff 93. Yeah, I found that when watching lots of crap films, then I found that when watching lots of crap films, then was surprised by how much I liked Cemetery Man. I think I watched it after seeing the Spanish Blind Dead movies and the French Grapes of Death. Bob the Metal Guy. Browning never even finished high school. TXS. I owned a broke-up air revolver back in the mid-90s before they were banned. Did you ever own one, Mike? Yeah, that's gone now, though. That's gone. That's been gone for years. But, yeah, those bloody good guns they was, weren't they? Lovely things. But they looked and acted like an actual firearm, didn't they? It was really fucking sad when they got banned, but yeah. That was probably some of the best air pistols you could ever get, I think, for quality. Domain Oliveris, my second gun was a Colt 1911, but I had to sell it because in my country 45 ACP is illegal and I didn't want problems. Yeah, if that's the case, you don't want to risk things like that. T800 M101 missed a lot of the damn YouTube, not reminding me again. Sorry about that, mate. Well, glad you're on. I'll probably go for another. Well, I don't have to stop at 5:30. I could go to 4 o'clock if no one comes round here. I may still be on for another 40 minutes. No, there's nothing to stop me unless I'm expecting someone to come around, but I thought they would have been here by now. Saying that, they'll probably turn up any second now. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Simon, I get you, mate. Times are hard, no worries. You've got a great collection. Yeah, John, I'd love to. I'd love to buy guns like I used to. I used to buy a gun at least once a week, or something. Every single week I'd get paid. I'd get my catalogue out. I'd fill it out, fill my bloody check out, go down to the post office, post box, post me envelope off, and then within a week get something, just to buy air rifle and gun mark magazines, gun marks where I got that pump action shotgun up at the top. Tier 100, I've never seen Cemetery Man, but downloaded it because of Liam's recommendation. It's a really good film. X-Ray Zulu, I have a 1911 trainer weapon. The 1911 is pistol perfection. Safe, cocked and loaded, good man stopper. T800, I did click the bell icon. Thank you, mate. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why sometimes it don't. But that's YouTube for you, They just don't want to share my videos or people's videos. Especially if you don't make them any money, like I don't. You know what I mean? Simon said, is it worth getting deactivated guns at car boot sales? Some are cheap but missing stuff. Well, I don't know if you get them at a car boot sale. I've never seen one at a car boot sale. To be honest, the last car boot sale I went to, in the whole entire car boot sale, I saw one knife. That was it. And it was a bloody little crappy rusted cutlery. I couldn't find anything that was worth getting like that, like weapons and stuff. That was the only reason I went. But yeah, I would get them. If you can get them really cheap, because you might be able to get, if they're missing parts, you might be able to find another one another day with the bits you need. Weapons Stuff 93, I'd love to get a really nice air gun, but can't justify it at the moment. As for Cemetery Man, make sure you watch the English version, as it was selectively dubbed like most Italian films. Yeah, I don't know what one I watched. No, it was definitely, I don't know saying that now. If it was the English version or not. Tom said, I've seen a few, but didn't get it in case it was a rip-off. Yeah, could be risky as well. Might be used in some, but I don't really know about that. But, yeah, if I saw a deactivated gun at a car boot sale and I had the certificate, I'd snap it up. Even broken ones, because you can fix it, get parts yourself. Yeah, I think it'd be worth getting. But yeah, last time I went to car boot sale, my aim was to get weapons. I wanted to get some knives. I wanted to get some tools that could be turned into weapons. I wanted to get loads of stuff like that, and there was nothing. There was nothing at all apart from this one cookery. And one good thing I got out of it, the photo frame, £3. Timon said, they're okay looking double barrels for about 50 quid each. I like the Evil Dead, so I wish I got them. Yeah, I think that one I've got up there was around about that price, so that's not bad. T800, the next pistol I want is the new Hatsan Mod 25 Supercharger. In 2.2, like 120 quid, just under the limit. I'm going to look that up, mate. I won't mind getting a new pistol, but I just ain't got the money for it. I'd love to get a new pistol. That does look good. I like that. Actually, I have seen that recently. But I would love to get a new breakdown pistol just under legal limit. 120 quid, that's not too bad though. Wherever the stuff, Rupert Epra as Delamorte is English, so obviously the guy is like 90% of the lines you want to watch in his actual language. Unless you read subtitles, you probably saw the English dub. Right, I'm going to have to go now, so I'll just wrap this up. Been on for 2 hours anyway. So I'll just read these last comments and that's it now. T800, do you need a license for that? Don't forget, no such thing as weapons in the UK unless you intend to use it as a tool. Well, manufacturer specs. Thanks for the stream, was fun to watch. Cheers, Liam, I appreciate that, and cheers for you joining in. Yeah, I'm going to have to go off now. But that was good, that was 2 hours, wasn't it? So I appreciate you all watching, and I'll see you probably in about a week again. May not be Friday again, but I'll do a stream every about a week. All right? See you all later.